baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. About to get started here, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And that is out of play. Way out front for strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Sends it across to first, and a quick out, number one. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Up the middle, Simeon whips it to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Two down, bases empty. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And a foul ball. Two outs, bases empty. Gets him to chase after that one.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Simeon toss over to first, and the Astros put down in order. And we're back. And on the hill, Ronel Blanco. What do you have on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And he deals. Bangs off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And out of here. He circles the bases. It's 2-0. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Leon puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here is John Peterson.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And it's off the bag. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Throws it away.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
And the batter now, Adolis Garcia. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Got him swinging. Here's Josh Young. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the
Garcia
count.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever.
Baseman.
Such a good feeling. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. Top of the second, and now it's Christian Walker.
The first baseman.
One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
The high heat too much on that one. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off.
The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times. And he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
You're not just talking about the ability to pick, Chris. One of the things about him, the range is impressive as he's able to go to his right and get to those balls in the hole. Gets under it and pops it up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the second. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. He was late there, strike 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Myers on the move. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's Corey Seager to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Seager
in there for strike 1.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And first offering is fouled off. DeGrom, the tall righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a miss. DeGrom gets the strikeout. And stepping in for the Astros, Pedro Leon. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike one. Late on that fastball.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So digging in, Jake Myers. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back in Arlington. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Blanco back to work. A swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Leon puts it away, and there's one down. And Jack Peterson stands in. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away now. 2 outs, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire. The Lone Star Series rolls on. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
0-1's the count.
They say you win.
2. No ball, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Grounded out his first time up. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Started to swing, held up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
The batter, number 40.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Now, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
The third baseman, number 6.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Simeon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Young over at first with 1 away. Pena. Feed to second. That's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. The Lone Star Series rolls on. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Astros, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Fastball for a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And that's their first base runner of the game. Now here is Isaac Paredes. Struck out swinging his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that one clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now a catcher up to hit. Yainer Diaz. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. That's a little bit low.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And misses inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Dubon at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the dirt. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed though.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Now it's the right fielder, Pedro Leon. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Just missed. And that one is inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And they're all loaded up.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So bases all loaded up. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. And that one fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Misses, and it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That smash towards center. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. They trail by 1. It's 3-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Dane Dunning.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Pena up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Check swing. Did he go? No. Swing and a ball drilled center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back at Globe Life Field. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Higashioka.
Pena hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. And down the first baseman, Josh Smith. 1 for 2.
Smith.
Altuve handles it to first. And a couple of quick outs. So now it's Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game.
Seager.
And now maybe extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Stretches out and hauls it in. The Lone Star Series rolls on. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Hit on the ground to short. Seager zips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 in this one.
Alvarez.
On the mound now, Robert Garcia.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. 1 out, bases empty.
1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that one is in the dirt. 1-0. Garcia, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs. And down on strikes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the DH, Jock Peterson. Blanco back to work.
Peterson.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And Peterson retired. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. He swings and fouls one off. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just a little roller to the pull side, definitely out in front of the pitch away, but it wasn't one the defense could make a play on.
So up next, Evan Carter, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Over to Altuve, and they'll just get the one.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. He made a second, and he's safe. On the ground. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-3. So a man at first. Here is Marcus Semien. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Duvall raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the wall. They'll throw to third. That holds the runner at second base.
Well done. Drives in the run. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Higashioka in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Jonah Heim looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back in Arlington, we go to the top of the 7th. Down to third baseman, Isaac Paredes. So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Luke Jackson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Tap foul at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Diaz stands in here, takes ball 1 low. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up.
A swing and a miss. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Josh Smith.
Smith. Now pitching for the Astros, number 66, Sean.
Sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Seager stands in now.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Seager.
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
1 down, base is empty. Walker takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Foul ball. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Myers. Nabs it, and that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Pedro Leon. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Myers, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Just off the inside edge.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And there's a foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's 1 down. Jeremy Pena, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
1-0.
Two outs.
Hey.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Base hit, and now 2 aboard.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat.
Now pitching for
Taking
the
over on the mound for the Rangers, Hobie Milner.
Hobie Milner.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Here's Leody Taveras. Out to short. Pena. One up, one down. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one fouled off. Out to short. Pena. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Young. And that ends the inning. Back at Globe Life Field, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Chris Martin comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Martin, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. Rip to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Yainer Diaz digs in now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Berg. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.